Peace, peace, family. Shalom, shalom. Y'all climb on there here. Peace, peace. How y'all doing today? Y'all know we couldn't go live yesterday due to the storm and all of that. Plus, I had a lot of work to do. Whole lot of packages to get out. So I decided to keep my word and go live today. So y'all climb on in. I know it'll take a minute for this thing to catch on. Y'all climb on in the building. We're going to talk about a few things. We got lots of questions to ask that's been asked. So y'all climb on in. Again, what we're going over today is the simplicity of healing any so-called disease. It's very, very simple. We just make it hard, family. We make it very hard. And your brother Yaki, your servant, is here to show you how easy it actually is. Shalom, shalom. St. Louis in the building. Peace, peace. El Leon, shalom, shalom. Fee, shalom, shalom. Adelia, shalom, shalom. How y'all doing? Y'all climb on in. We got a bunch of exciting things to talk about today. Lady G, shalom, shalom. Y'all climb on in here. All praise. Hallelujah. Hallelujah. How y'all doing? How y'all feeling today? Let's get this healing on. Let's talk about this healing. Man, it's an amazing thing. Herbs are going out worldwide. A lot of people are posting their herbs and posting a 3 bitter challenge. A lot of people are buying the 3 bitters and doing challenges with them. And it's just amazing to see y'all receiving a new conscious wave and this healing, man. This ancient healing is just so beautiful, family. Very, very beautiful. So, man, it's good to look out there and just see everybody healing, everybody on the fruits, everybody speaking about consciousness. I've been seeing a lot of people talking about CMOS, bladderwrack. It's just, I see the healing modality and the consciousness of our people. It's just, man, it's blasting out of the stratosphere right now. So let's keep this momentum and let's keep it going. It's time for us to be in tune into ourselves and truly, truly learn how to heal ourselves. And that's what age we in right now. So it's very good. Y'all climb on in. Climb on in. I'm just waiting for a few more people to get started. What we talking about is the simplicity of healing any so-called disease. If you follow these simple steps, I don't care what disease or what challenges that you're going through. Remember, I hate the word disease, but I'm using the word disease because y'all identify with it. People that's been following me and people that's been learning, they know there is no such thing as disease. Disease, that word is an illusion. What they call disease, what the allopathic community call disease, is truly the symptoms of your body trying to heal itself. They pinpoint the location and then they pinpoint the symptom, and that's what they call the disease or the ailment that you're going through. When you're looking at it from a holistic standpoint, or you're looking at it from a herbalist or a botanist standpoint, or even a biologist standpoint, we see that the body comes with natural mechanisms to heal itself. But when your body put itself in them natural mechanisms to cool itself down, or to alkaline itself, it gives you a healing crisis, a healing symptoms. These symptoms, you have been programmed and you have been taught that these things are diseases and that these things are sicknesses. So when you start going through these healing symptoms, which is what your body's doing to heal itself, you go to the doctor. The doctor will find the location and the symptom and then name a disease or give it a name to it. And most of these diseases, notice they're named after doctors' last names. Most of them are. Alzheimer's disease, Garrison disease. These are truly white man's names that they're giving your disease. And you don't have a disease in the first place. Your body is trying to heal itself from the obstructions and from the acidic environment and from the loss of headaches that it once had. So it's going to kick itself into this healing mechanism, and you're going to feel a blowback from it. This blowback you call a symptom. You go to the doctor to get treated for these symptoms, and that's what they name the disease. But in all actuality, you are a god and a goddess, and your body is truly trying. All right. So I see a few people that climbed in. All praises, Baruch Hashem Yahweh, praise to Yahweh, just seeing all y'all taking healings into your own hand, man. It's a beautiful thing. A lot of people are buying the herbs. A lot of people are receiving the herbs. A lot of people are sharing the message, and it's just beautiful to see the healing that's going on. So we got a few questions, and all of these are dealing with the simplicity of healing. The reason why, hence the reason why I named this video. I've been trying my hardest to really slow down when talking to my family, for y'all can truly understand, overstand, and understand what I'm talking about, and just also just take that long journey with y'all and break things down to its simplest form. That way I'm not sitting up here sounding like a scientist, and y'all can actually relate to what I'm talking about. All right. So again, we talking about the simplicity of healing. When it comes to healing, you always write this down, family. Get y'all pens and y'all pad and write this down before I start answering these questions. You always want to deal with these things: digestion. All right. You always have to deal with this: digestion, absorption, okay, utilization, and what? Elimination. All right, how you're digesting your food, how you're digesting your phytonutrients, how you're digesting your energy. Then once that digestion come in, how is it going to be absorbed inside of the bloodstream for your each? Because the only way that you can feed the cells that makes up your molecular structure is by way of your cells. This is by way of the bloodstream. Okay, if you're not getting any phytonutrients, any trace minerals, or any energetics inside of your bloodstream, then everything you just ate was pointless anyway. So we must focus on digestive first. Write that down first. We must focus on digestive system. Digestion, how are we ingesting and digesting our food? Second thing we must focus on, which is very, very important, is absorption. Is my body at the right stage of consciousness and healthiness that I'm absorbing all these phytonutrients that I've been eating, and they not just going right back out my anus, and it bypassed the whole do-a-damn system where most of my digestive system takes place at anyway. See that? Then the third stage is utilization. Once the absorption takes place and the transportation, which is my bloodstreams, start dropping off these phytonutrients and these oxygen molecules and these trace minerals to each one of my 150 trillion cells in my body. Is it utilizing the phytonutrients properly to regenerate my cells and to rebuild my molecular structure? Cell must go through a metabolic or a digestive system process, because you have something called the mitochondria, which is the mitochondria is a part of the DNA that's inside the cells. That's the digestive system part of the cell, just like the Golgi apparatus is the lungs or the respiratory system of the cells. So we got digestive, we got absorption, we got utilization using these things, but from all of this, these processes, you get byprocesses from it. The byprocess from this is carbonized waste, carbonic waste, toxins. You see what I'm saying? Toxicity. Where's the elimination process? You go to the bathroom. When you eat something, if you eat something right now, it's going to break down in your stomach by way of the pancreas as best as it can, and by way of your digestive system, the pancreas, of course. And then you go to the bathroom and you use the bathroom. Well, you have 150 trillion cells that look just like you, that have a respiratory system, they have a digestive system, they have eyes, they have ears, they even move in communities, they communicate with each other, they have to eat as well, they have to sleep as well, and they have to defecate as well. Where is that elimination going from your cells? And the great lymphatic system explains where this toxic go from. That is your bathroom. The blood is your kitchen, your lymphatic system is your bathroom. You see that? So let's get into it. Now, remember, keep these in mind: digestion, absorption, utilization, and elimination. All right, now this is let me take the shot. I'm kind of hot, y'all. Give me 1 second. All right, let's get it. All right, so we're going to answer some of these questions. All right, so this one is talking about detox. It says, "Good day. I am interested in detoxing and replenishing my entire body. I haven't been diagnosed with any severe illness. However, I am in need of a total body reboot. Would you recommend your Foundation 4, your 3 bitters, or the 4 elements?" This is my question. My question is to you: how long have you been eating unhealthy? How long have you been eating unhealthy, and why did you choose to cleanse in the first place? I understand to eliminate the waste out of your body, but what gave you that spirit and that energy to feel the need to cleanse yourself? The best thing to always start off of with a cleanse is my 3 bitters, though. The 3 bitters, and the reason why I say that is because the 3 bitters deal with digestion, the 3 bitters deal with absorption, the 3 bitters deal with utilization, and the 3 bitters deal with elimination. Anybody that's taken my 3 bitters will tell you that. So that's the best cleanse to really start off with, and then make sure you go on a website and you get you some brain, nerve, and adrenals to get your adrenals online, because remember, your adrenals, your pituitary gland, and your thyroid gland, and it's some of the most important glands that's in your body, and these are things that are going to utilize all the minerals and all the phytonutrients that come in your body anyway, and make these metabolic and chemical processes to truly build up the body and regenerate cell tissue. All right, so I say my 3 bitters. Make sure you get the brain, nerve, and adrenal to get them adrenals online, because the adrenals is actually in control of your autonomic nervous system, which is your parasympathetic and your sympathetic nervous system, which is breathing, digestion, hearing, seeing, all of these things. Get that in check, and then get you an intercellular cleanse to open up them kidneys to get all of that metabolic waste outside of your body in the first place. So that's what I got to say to that. The 3 bitters. Go with the 3 bitters, intercellular cleanse, and the brain, nerve, and adrenal. All right, that was a short question, so that's what you need, brother. The next one was uterine fibroids and bleeding. It says I am currently on a protocol to shrink, eliminate uterine fibroids and cysts, and stop irregular vaginal bleeding. Okay, so this is a person that got fibroids. This is a person that that's trying to shrink their fibroids and got cysts, and they also trying to stop irregular bleeding, meaning that they've been bleeding for a long time. Now, y'all been listening to me. What controls the bleeding inside of a woman? What controls our whole sexual organs? The pituitary gland. So we already know right off back that we're going to have to go strong after the pituitary gland. Now, the magnificent thing about the pituitary gland is that the pituitary gland and the pineal gland, which sits into the third ventricle of your brain, these 2 glands are actually the master glands of the entire glandular highway, the entire body. Period. So we need to see what's going on with the pituitary gland, because the pituitary gland is what actually produces estrogen and converts it to progesterone. The pituitary gland is what controls retention. The pituitary gland is what controls bedwetting. The pituitary gland is what controls your sexual hormones, because it's directly connected to the ovary. So we most definitely need to be focusing on the pituitary gland here. Let me read it again. It says, I'm currently on a protocol to shrink and eliminate uterine fibroids and cysts and stopping irregular vaginal bleeding. I have bled for about 10 months straight, and then the bleeding stopped about a week before I received the herbs. So this is a person that received the herbs, right, for the fibroids, and a week before she received the herbs, her bleeding stopped. It says, my question is this: will the herbs cause me to bleed again as my system is being purged and cleansed? Of course, absolutely. Absolutely, because that's the purging mechanism. The reason why you guys, well, you women bleed once a month anyway, that is a purification symptom. That is a detox. You have a period for detoxification. Notice if you actually looking at blood, you see blood clots, you see black things, yellowish things. Sometimes the blood is pinkish. These things are pulling all the acidosis and acidity out of your vagina cavity, cleansing your reproductive organ. That's the reason why you bleed once a month anyway, because you're fire in your vagina cavity. So yes, of course. So of course, when you get on these herbs, especially these astringent herbs that you got, because if you are going through fibroids, I mean, I'm automatically putting you on amino acid, and then I'm adding some of the most astringent herbs I got on hand, especially that hydrangea root, which actually deals with cysts, especially that red, cleanse the mechanism and thin that blood out, so we can stop the blood supply that's going to these fibroids or to these cysts and tumors. So we most definitely going to be pulling, and the more you start pulling on things, and the more you start pulling and tugging on agglomeration, what agglomeration is just a buildup of cells. That's all fibroids and that's all tumors are. It's a buildup of cells, because you go through something called controlled mitosis every month. Male and female go through this. And what controlled mitosis is your body have the ability to look at certain cells and say, man, these cells are losing their cellular integrity. These cells are losing their cellular potential. Let me go and take this cell out by way of my macrophages to my lymph nodes, and let me break this cell down. And then I'm going to take this cell, this dead cell, or this mutating cell to my kidneys, and I'm going to process it through my urine. So each month, all of our bodies go through this stage where the macrophages or the immunological system, the lymph system, go throughout the whole entire body and do a system check. And the system check is, I need to make sure everything is running in harmony. I need to make sure all of my cells are running in unison and unity with each other. And the moment that is not, it literally take these dead cells or take these non-functioning cells, and it puts them into the interstitial fluid of the body, and it pushes them through the kidneys, and then the kidneys eliminate them. Remember, we're talking about digestion, absorption, utilization, and last but not least, which is most important, elimination. Now, when your body stop eliminating, right, because you are eating things that you're not supposed to be eating, you're eating is contrary to the culture. And what I mean by contrary to the culture, I'm not talking about the book of Leviticus. I'm talking about the original diet that man was given in the garden, which was fruits, which was herbs and vegetables. Once you go against that, you're causing too much chemistry in the body. So now your body have to digest these things, and these things will become acidic, meaning that once they go through their metabolic process, they leave behind acidic ashes. These acidic ashes actually clogs up the interstitial cells of the body. All interstitial cells mean is you have interstitial spaces around each cell inside of your body, and fluid's supposed to go through there. And then this is your broom and your dustpan, these cells. And what happens is dead cells are able to move through this interstitial cells. That way the lymphatic system can pick them up and take them to the lymph nodes through the lymphocytes, and then eliminate them through the kidneys or your skin. Well, what agglomeration is, which is what nothing but all tumors, whether it's a cyst, a sty, a tumor, a mass, whatever you want to call it, a boil, all these things are the same exact things. This is when your interstitial fluid has become stagnant because your kidneys are no longer filtering the lymphatic system, because your lymphatic system has become backed up off of proteins. So what these proteins do, whenever you look at a protein is nothing but what? What is it? It's DNA and RNA. It's a DNA and RNA strand that have protein molecules on it, meaning that these things are able to bind with your DNA, be able to mess with your psychological processes in the code that Yahweh have written inside of your database, right? So what this protein does is it stops elimination. It stops the flow of liquid fluids. You have two fluids in your body, family. The two fluids you have in your body is your blood and your lymph. All right. The blood feeds the body. The blood is where your absorption and your utilization come in there. The lymphatic system cleanses the body. Then you have electrolytes, or what we call electrons, which we're going to get into in a little minute. That is your nervous system. The nerves move messages or neurons throughout the whole body for the cells to communicate with each other. So whenever you have fibroids or whenever you have cysts, this is agglomeration of dead cells, because the lymphatic system is so stagnant that these dead cells cannot go. The macrophages can't eat them through the lymph nodes, because they can't even get to the lymph nodes, because they got a roadblock in the interstitial fluid around the cells, because all that agglomeration and all of that acidosis have set up. So now you got blockages everywhere, and you can't even make it to the lymphatic system. So what happens? All these dead cells, as I've been talking to y'all for this 15 minutes, I literally about 50 million cells then died inside of my stomach, my gut area, and it's going to be replaced. It's going to be replaced. So imagine if these cells cannot get to my lymphatic system and not process them way out by way of eliminations. Cells are going to start bumping onto cells. It's going to start bumping onto cells and bumping on the cells. Let me show you how they look. Let me show you exactly how they look. Check this out. This one piece of paper is a cell. It dies. The lymphatic system's supposed to throw it away, but it don't. It don't. It stay locked up in the interstitial fluid. I got another cell that dies. The lymphatic system's supposed to take this away and process it through my kidneys. It don't. So these cells, by way of proteins, will clump together. All right? We got another cell that dies. The lymphatic system's supposed to take this away, but it's locked up due to interstitial fluid, due to backup mucous membrane and toxicities and protein. It binds to it. So then so on and so forth. When you look back up, you have cells that then clump the cells together inside of your body, and these create masses. These create tumors. That's all a tumor or a fibroid or a cyst or a boil is. It's a big old pocket of agglomerated cells that had nowhere to go. They had nowhere to go because your lymphatic system has been backed up and has been stagnant. So what we have to do, we have to go through and we have to unclog the lymphatic system. Once we unclog the lymphatic system and once we remove the obstructions and the mucus from the body, now these cells can no longer be together. They have to start breaking free. One cell is gone. We eliminate it through the kidneys. Second cell is gone. We done eliminated through the kidney. Now, this is what they say. My fibroids are shrinking. My tumors are shrinking. My boil are shrinking. Then we got one more cell is gone. Now you done alkalize the body, and now your interstitial fluids and your lymphatic system is able to move freely. Do you see the simplicity of true healing? That's how simple it is, but we make it so complex because we let these doctors play word sorcery on us. We let these doctors get inside of our heads and let them think that we're dying and that we need them when your body was naturally created to heal itself. If y'all got that so far, type in some nines and we'll keep it going. If y'all got that, type in some nines and we'll keep it pushing. If y'all understood what I just said. Anybody asking questions, hold your questions to the end because I have to get through these questions first, because these are people that went through the website that signed up and actually hollered at me, and I'm answering theirs first, and then I'll holler at y'all once we done with these questions. If y'all got everything I just said, type in some nines and we'll keep it going. Okay, so y'all understood that. Now, her thing is she's bleeding now since she started taking the herbs. Well, the reason why she's bleeding now is because what happened was these astringent herbs, these flavonoids, these tannins, these curcumins, all of these I just mentioned, or these chemicals that's inside of the fruits, that's inside of the cellulose, inside of all of these vegetables, what we call herbs. Once you take them, the body starts pulling. The body starts pulling all of that stagnated lymph, all of that stagnated tumors, all of them stagnated fibroids. They start pulling on them. So now, these fibroids are barring onto any blood supply, which they do while they're in the vagina cavity or hanging on to a fallopian tube or hanging on to an ovary. That's a part of the bloodline. So once you start pulling, guess what's coming with it? Blood. So, sister, of course, this is a good sign, sister. All praises, hallelujah. Because now you are bleeding. After you stop bleeding, now you're bleeding again. Once you start taking the herbs, that means your body is purging and the alkaline botanicals that you are taking are working. That's all that means. So just go on a ride, sister. Take that ride. Go on a ride. It says, my question is, will the herbs cause me to bleed again as my system is being purged and cleansed? Yes, it will. Most definitely. No doubt in my mind. I started bleeding this morning. I just wanted to know if that's normal and is it related to the detox? It's very normal, and it's most definitely the herbs. It's the herbs and the detox. Let it cleanse. Let that blood purify. Remember, the scripture tells us that life is in the blood. So let that blood purify and rinse and cleanse you. Yes, most definitely. Thank you all so much for everything you do for y'all's people. Hallelujah. Felt that. All praise. Hallelujah. May his peace continue to abide with you. Hallelujah. All right, second one, we talk about hydration. It says, peace, family. I just have a questioning thinning. Hold on. Peace, family. I just have in questioning. Okay, thinning of the top of my hair. No, questioning. Can you help me out on how to hydrate my nervous system? Question mark, question mark. I have thinning on the top of my hair and a few bald spots. Okay. Well, whenever, like I said, if you can't grow hair back and you're an herbalist, you should stop your job right now. You're not a true herbalist. One of the easiest things to do of being an herbalist or being a natural healer is actually growing hair back. Now, hair, what is hair? Where do it come from? Hair is an extension of your nervous system. You have trillions and trillions and trillions of hairs inside of your body. They call them foli. They call them microfoli. They call them villi or villi, vilios. I mean, you have trillions of these things inside of your body, inside of your digestive system, and it helps move. It helps move fecal matter through your duodenum, through your jejunum, through your ileum, all the way through your ascending colon, through your transcending colon, down to the descending colon, to the sigmoid colon, to the rectum, out through the anus. Hair is what's pushing and moving that poop out of your body. You have hair inside your nose, hair inside your eyes, hair that's attached to the nervous system. And this is how it sends its neuron messages, sends its electrolytes or its electrons throughout the body to convey what the body needs to do by way of the nervous system. So whenever you start losing hair on the outside, what causes you to lose hair? So what we got to do, remember, healing is simple. It's a simplicity of healing the body, right? When you go to a chemotherapy cancer ward, when you go there, I'm asking you, Kawhi, when you go inside a hospital, you go inside a chemotherapy where all these little children that took all this chemotherapy, and what do they look like? What's the main thing you're going to see on them? No hair. No hair. Why don't you see no hair? Because the acids from the chemotherapy went inside of their skull or their lymphatic system and burnt their hair out, which means that it burnt their hair inside of their body. Now, when you get into the chemistry of chemotherapy and radiation, we talking about 2.1 on the potential hydrogen cell. Do y'all realize this is nothing but this is nothing but acids? This is nothing but hydrogen atoms. This is straight protons. Protons are very, very, very acidic. So what do protons do inside of the body? They kill and they burn off things. So whenever you're dealing with hair loss, you're not only dealing with a damaged nervous system, you're dealing with acids that's damaging the nervous system. Just like when you go and take chemotherapy and radiation, the acids damage the nervous system and it kills the hair, and people end up being bald-headed. Notice people that come to us that had chemotherapy and didn't have hair, after they alkalize the body and bring in more electrons, once you bring in more electrons, hair start growing back. See that? So it shows you that your loss of hair, brother, is you have too much acids inside of your body and it's chewing up your nervous system. And that means if you bald head and you got bald spots on the outside, you have no hair on the inside, which is very, very dangerous. So what I suggest you do, I most definitely suggest you be on an all fruit diet. That way you can get that nervous system back up and running, and you can start astringent all of this acidic, all this acidosis properties outside of your body. You see that? Get on my brain, nerve, and adrenal quickly to get your nervous system back online. Get on my intercellular cleanse to open up them kidneys. Get on my lymphatic sweep. My lymphatic sweep is very, very good. It's going to break up all that lymphatic stagnation that's in the interstitial fluid of the cells. And now you can start moving these acidosis out through the kidneys. Now, make sure you get on my upper, it's called circulation high, my circulatory system high tincture. This is going to let that blood circulate to bring oxygen back to your skull, your cranium, because that lymphatic system is backed up. Remember that the lymphatic system is the lymphatic system of your body. Is just in your head. What do the lymphatic system mean? It's lymph. It's a lipid. It's a mucus. It's the mucosa membrane. This is what saves the day. It literally picks up toxins. It picks up parasitics and parasites. It picks up abnormal cells. It picks up chemtrails. It picks up mercury, anything that's foreign proteins. What the blood can't deal with that. The moment the blood starts to deal with that, the pH of the blood is at a 7.4. The lowest it can go is a 7.4. The highest it can go is a 7.5.3. Any higher, any lower, you would drop dead in minutes. So it has to maintain that balance. So remember, the blood would never dump. The blood would never dump itself into the kitchen. You see that? You don't use a bathroom in the kitchen. You don't use your bathroom in your kitchen sink, do you? No, you don't. You go to your bathroom. Your bathroom is the lymphatic system. So we have to open it up and get that moving, because that's where your problem at, because that's where these acids at, and it's literally chewing on your nervous system and making your hair fall out, period. So most definitely get my hair oil, my hair growth oil. You most definitely need to get my brain, nerve, and adrenal to get your adrenal glands back online, because the adrenal glands is in control of the autonomic nervous system, the parasympathetic and the sympathetic nervous system. Get that energy back up, get them electrolytes back in your, what we call electrons, right? Most definitely get my lymphatic tincture and my lymphatic sweet capsules. These things will break up all of them acids and that agglomeration that's inside of the lymphatic system, and then the intercellular cleanse will open up the kidneys for you can actually get through there and get all of these toxins out of your body, and notice hair will start growing back. But you must be on an all-fruit diet doing this. You can't do this with proteins. You can't do this with cellulose from vegetables or none of that. We need the most highest energetic foods to get this job done right here, and that will particularly be fruits, especially astringent fruits like grapes, strawberries, mangoes, prickly pears, and stuff like that. All right, that's what you need. And the hydration is going to come through the H3O, which is through the fruits and through the herbs. All right, that's where your hydration is, and pick up on spring water, especially if you don't have like anemia. If you don't have sickle cell anemia and you don't have like stage 4 lung cancer, stuff like that, make sure you're drinking 64 ounces of natural spring water a day, because this is where all your electrolyte come from. What I want to explain to y'all is chemistry. Let's talk about chemistry. So when you get into chemistry, you have something called electrons, you have something called protons and neutrons. Okay. So what an electron do? So a proton sits in the middle of a circumference of a cell. Okay. The neutron lies smack dead in the middle. Well, what the electron do, which is alkaline, the electron is alkaline. It cools down the body. It conveys messages and electricity. This is always on the outside of an atom, just bouncing around. What we have figured out is how to pull the electrons out of herbs, how to pull the electrons out of fruits, out of vegetables, and give them to you, because inside of your body, proteins is protons. Protons are very acidic. They're very acidic. They're very manly. It's masculine. Electrons or very, 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 very feminine. And that's why the feminine woman or the feminine so-called African, or I'm gonna call it Hebrew Israelite mother, is very nurturing to her children. That's the common stage. That's what's gonna cool you down. But then you got the man, which is the proton. He all about business. He want to get stuff done. So what this acidic proton does is truly eats on the cell and borrows from everything in the body. And this is how acids destroy tissue and why we need tissue regeneration. Well, what the electron do is the electron don't want to be caught by the proton. So it stays out around the atom and it bounces around the atom. What happens is that the proton actually sends a magnetic force to the electron and it binds with them. This is what we call alkaline binding chemistry. So when it binds to them, it takes one of their positive charge. The moment that a proton takes a positive charge from the electron, remember electron is electrolyte. Electrolyte is an alkaloid. Alkaloid means acid, alkalosis or alkaline. Then you got a proton, which means protein. This is full of acid. This is nothing but hydrogen atoms. These things are bad, but when they work together in unison and they borrow each other's charges, it becomes what? 7. 7 on a potential hydrogen scale. 7 on a potential hydrogen scale on the alkaline spectrum. Now the body has been alkalized. It has been neutralized. Now things start growing. Now you start seeing life. Now cells start regenerating tissues. You see that? This is chemistry. What we figured out is how to pick the herbs with the most what? Electrons in it and with the lowest protons in it, because protons is acid causing. Acids are very corrosive, y'all, and acids is very, very destructive. You think I'm playing? Go drink some battery acid. You won't live to talk about it tomorrow. You see what I'm saying? You see what I'm saying? Go drink some electronic or some electrons or electrolyte water, some pediatrician natural that you make yourself. You will have life in you. You will feel that energetic spirit all throughout your nervous system. So we have to stay away from protons or protein. We need electrolytes, electrons. And what the protein or the protons will do is borrow positive charges from the electrolyte or from alkaloids or from alkaline, and it will balance itself out. If y'all understood what I just said, type in some nines and we'll keep it going. Give me a towel or something. It's hot up in this deal. Give me a towel. If y'all understood that, type in some nines and we'll keep going. The reason why I keep telling y'all to do that because I want y'all to understand what I'm trying to convey to y'all. If y'all understood everything we just talked about so far, type in some nines and we'll keep it going. Hallelujah. Elder Rufus, shalom, shalom, brother. How you doing? Shalom, shalom, Elder. Okay, all praises. Y'all get it. All right, let's keep it going. So you got a few bald spots, brother. You most definitely dealing with a nervous system problem, and you're most definitely dealing with acidosis. Now, just think about it. When you go inside of a chemotherapy ward and you go inside a hospital full of babies with leukemia, and they giving them that chemotherapy, notice they have bald heads and bald spots because chemotherapy is some of the most dangerous, poisonous acids that you can give to any human being. It will literally burn a hole through concrete. And notice what it does. It takes their hair off. Same thing. So that means you have acids inside of your body chewing away at your nervous system as well. It may not be chemotherapy, but it's all alike. If it's an acid, if it's a proton, it's a hydrogen atom, it all burns. And that's what's burning you. Once you free your body from these acids, your hair will start growing back. Okay? Let's keep it going. All right. Peace, family. My son have ADD and ADHD and is currently on how you say that? Oh, currently on Adderall. Yeah, Adderall, which is a very, 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 very depressing. And look, the thing about this Adderall actually got cases on it from basically suppressing the nervous system and the adrenal glands. Look that up. Okay, and he's currently on Adderall. Do I heal? Hold on. How do I heal it and detox him from the side effects of the Adderall, which is causing him depression and suicidal thoughts and etc.? Well, so whenever you're dealing with chemicals inside of the body, what is the chemical factory of the body? The chemical factory of the body is the liver. So the first thing we got to do is cleanse out that liver. We have to cleanse out that liver. Once you cleanse out that liver, you will notice a lot of things will stop happening that he's going through. Now, what deals with the emotions? What deals with the emotion side of chemistry? What deal with the emotional body? What connects your spiritual and your emotional and mental body to your physical body? The nervous system by way of the glandular highway, your endocrine system. So we need to most definitely be cleansing his endocrine system. That's why I notice people that have hypothyroidism or hypothyroidism and they lack vitamin D and they lack calcium, they are more depressed. Why is that? Because calcium and vitamin D are energetics. These things are alkaline and they bring lipids. They bring energeticsy to the body. They make you happy. You see that? You see that? So we have to actually pay attention to his glandular highway, pay attention to his pituitary gland, his adrenals glands, his pineal gland. I mean, everything. We need to cleanse his glands because the only way. So let me show you something. In order to be happy, right? Once you get down into the body and how the body is truly connected, your spiritual and your emotional body is connected by way of the nervous system, and you're expressing your body through your glances. These are through your seven senses. Your seven senses is what perceives reality. This is what you think is reality, which is nothing but a hologram universe, but you're a computer simulating through this body. So you think you're actually in actuality, but you're projecting through this body and you're having chemical reactions. These chemical reactions is what makes up your emotions through the limbic system. The limbic system is directly connected to what? Your pituitary gland and your endocrine system, your glandular highway by way of the nervous system. Because the nervous system is what's holding your spiritual and your emotional body in this fleshly vehicle. So in order to be happy, I need the right amount of what? Electrolytes, the right amount of salts, the right amount of solvents moving through my body, which is trace minerals. These trace minerals have their own principles and have their own hertz to them, have their own energetic energy to them. Without these, I can't keep my battery what? Charged. You are a chemical complement. Your liver grounds your brain, family. Your liver actually grounds your brain. You have something called hydrochloric acid that sit inside of your time capsule that you call your stomach. You have a left and a right hemisphere of your brain. You are a bilateral person. That's why you have to check your blood pressures on each different side, and you will notice that they will be two different temperatures and two different pressures. So you have a left and a right hemisphere to your brain, which is right and left. You got acids inside of your hydrochloric acid inside of your stomach. Your pituitary gland produces gold, copper, and zinc. You see that? Gold, copper, zinc, and selenium. Your pineal gland produces carbon, or what we call melanin, or we call it sugar. It's all the same thing. So when you look, and then you have something called a nervous system or a spinal cord that moves this energy. So we got electricity, we got gold, we got copper, we got carbon, and we got acids, and we got air, the respiratory system. That is a battery. That's the things that without these things, you cannot make a battery. That's why when you go get your battery charged, they say the battery had dead cells. What are you? You are a walking battery. So you must keep each other charged. When that battery start getting low in energy, this is where the depression come in at, because the utilization is not happening. The thyroid and the parathyroid is what utilizes calcium. You go outside and the sun hits that and converts that calcium. Now you got vitamin D. See that through tryptophan. You see that? This is how these things work. That's why we need the sun. So most definitely you need to go after his glands. Go after his glands. What I would do if I was you, I would put him on the adrenal. The adrenal. You need the brain nerves and the adrenal. If I was you, I'd just get on the whole endocrine system kit. You need the endocrine system kit. That way we can for real go full force on all his glances, get you a gallbladder and liver cleanse, for we can start pulling out all of these medicines that he's been taking and suppressing his adrenals, because that's what's happening. His adrenals are being suppressed. And remember, the adrenals are in control of the autonomic and the parasympathetic and the sympathetic nervous system. So if your adrenals down, your nervous system is down. If your nervous system is down, you ain't gonna be no happy camper. You're gonna be sleepy all the time. You're gonna have brain fog. You're gonna be angry because you don't have calcium utilization, which is not gonna be converted to tryptophan, which is not gonna be converted to vitamin D or sulfate by the sun. You are very, very mineral deficient because of these acids and these protons and these proteins that you will keep putting in your body, called chemical medicine. That's what's happening. The pharmaceutical companies is going to cause him to commit suicide. So I would take him off that medicine and put him on all fruit. Take him off that medicine and put him on all fruit. Well, if you're a private member of my site, that's what I tell you. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to speak from, if it was me. If that was me, I would take my son off of that medicine. I will put him on an all-fruit diet. I will make sure I get Yaki's brain, nerve, and adrenal. I will get the whole endocrine kit, clean up his whole glandular highway. I most definitely get some lymphatic system capsules to break up that stagnation. I get the intercellular cleanse to open up them kidneys, and I will be cleansing and cleansing and cleansing that liver. And you will see that not only will his depression go away, not only will his anger go away, not only will his suicidal thoughts go away, but he won't have ADHD no more, nor ADD. That will leave too. That will leave too. All right. You're dealing with the brain here, and you're dealing with the glances. That's what I would do. All right. All right. And then she also said low in calcium. Makes sense. Low in calcium and vitamin D. And low on calcium and vitamin D deficient. What do? I just told you. And the best way to get vitamin D is by way of conversion through the sun. Put him in, especially if he's a black child. If he's a black boy, he a Hebrew Israelite, and he got melanin skin, he need to at least be in that sun at least 2 hours of the day. At least 2 hours of the day, because we was born from the sun, up under the sun. We need the sun to survive. The sun is very, very crucial to our type of pigmentation and melanin composition and biochemical makeup. We need the sun. We depend on it. Like, we really need it. So make sure you got him outside in front of that sun for at least 2 hours a day. All right. Why y'all think they built these constructs like this? Basement with cement brick. Why y'all think they got us in the houses all day? Or you go to work, they got you sitting in cubicles far away from the windows. Why do y'all, they trying to keep you away from that supreme energy that you link to? You're a cosmic being, and you're connected to all the elements, earth, wind, water, fire, sun, all you connected to all of it. Without you, the sun can't live, nor the grass, all of these. Look, we are straight in unison with the universe. We are the chosen people of Yahweh. So the sun needs you just like you need the sun. So get that baby out in that sun, put them on all fruits, particularly if you can find some savory oranges with seeds in them, put them on an orange fast, get them on a grape fast, and get them herbs I recommended off my website, and man, go after it. We attacking this illusion called disease. We no longer letting you lying ass pharmaceutical companies and lying ass doctors lie to us. We've been in a position to acknowledge ourselves and heal ourselves. We ain't look, you can't pull the okie doke on us no more. Our consciousness have woke up. We are rising in this consciousness, y'all. The awareness is just too potent now. You can't just pull the okie doke on us no more, because we gonna question every damn thing you trying to teach us now. Period. Because y'all been teaching lies since we've been here. Since we've been here, y'all been lying. Since y'all came and took us over here and put us on these shores, y'all been lying. And we done figured it out. See, the thing about the truth is you can't hide it for so long. The truth just got away. It's like a rose. That deal will grow through the middle of a damn concrete. That's how truth is. You can water it down. You can try to say it backwards. You can hide it. You can kill people over it. But it always come out because it's absolute. It's truth. These are the building blocks and the foundation of everything that exists. Period. You can't hide truth. All right. Brain fog. Which tincture or tonic is needed for brain fog? You most definitely need to get the Brain Vitamax. Get on my website, get the Brain Vitamax, or get the Brain and Nervous System kit. That will truly help you out with brain fog. What is brain fog? Once you get into what brain fog is what? Is you having electrical circuits in your brain because your nervous system, and you don't have enough oxygen and enough minerals inside of that central nervous system and that parasympathetic and sympathetic nervous system that's conveying messages. Now, how you think you forget memory loss? Because the messages are not being conveyed. You see that? See, in order to have a truly healthy body, all 5 of your bodies must be in harmony. 1 Corinthians 15. You have celestial bodies and bodies terrestrials. These bodies are together. You have to move and have them harmony and move them together by way of the nervous system. You see that? By way of the glandular highway to have these energetic perceptions or perceptions of reality. So what you need to do to not have that brain fog, have energy, have electrolytes moving as quick as possible. You can't do that when you're on acids, family. You can't do that when you have tired and you haven't got the right amount of rest. You can't do that when you eating protein and animal protein all day. You can't do it. You just can't do it. You truly have to wake up and love. Say, look, it's time for us to start truly loving ourselves. We know what we're supposed to be eating, but we don't. Why? Because we have been taught not to love ourselves. Love is not immaterial things. That's not love. You know, love, not loving your children is not buying him everything he wants and not spending every day all day with him. Loving him is bringing him up, teaching him, and keeping him healthy. How can you say you love your children, but you feeding them hamburgers all day? See, and I'm not knocking y'all, family. I understand that we was taught by the slave masters, so I'm not getting on your head. I'm just trying to show you what true love is. Love is when you give yourself to somebody. You know, love in Hebrew is ahab. I'm giving you God. The God-like particles is in me. I'm giving it to you. How can you love your children, but you letting them get vaccinated? When you know that these things are causing autism, causing ADHD, causing ADD, causing brain aneurysm, causing seizures. How can you say you love them, but you're doing it? How can we love our children, but we feeding them human meat from McDonald's? We're feeding them acids that's going to break down their kidneys, and then they're going to be on dialysis by the time they're 22. That's not love. Love is giving them the authentic truth, the truth at its rawest form, whether it hurts they feeling or not. That's love. And that's what I'm here to do to y'all, because I love my people. All right. So it says, which tincture or tonic is needed for brain fog? I told you, most definitely get on the Brain Vitamin tincture and get on the Brain Vitamin capsules. All right. And I'm going to always recommend my brain nerve and adrenals, because them adrenals and them kidneys are the most important thing on your body. Okay. It says, I can't afford the amino acid package for $600. What else can I do to heal my body? Okay, so if you can't afford the amino acid package for $600, we got kits. So go to my website, sign up to be a private member on my website. Once you get accepted, make sure you use your government name and give me a good signature. Otherwise, you won't be approved. Once you get approved, you're going to go to shop. Once that shop column breakdown, click on kits. And all of that stuff is inexpensive there. All of that stuff is inexpensive. We got stuff for everybody on our site. We're trying to make it less expensive as possible for y'all. Okay. And read through all the descriptions and get to know my website real well. And what you'll do is you buy from there. All right. We got Shalom family. Is there a herb for hypothyroidism? Yes, there is. I know it is an iodine issue. Sometimes it's an iodine issue. Sometimes it's a calcium issue too, because whenever you're dealing with hypothyroid, you're dealing with calcium and you're dealing with iodine, and you're dealing with selenium, because you need selenium to bring in iodine, because your iodines is going to bring in your bromide. So, I mean, you need phosphates, carbonates, iodines, and bromides. That's what you're going to need. To get phosphates, carbonates, iodines, and bromides, that's in my 4 elements. Literally, do we got some 4 elements made up back there? Yeah. Just bring them if I can show them. That's what you're going to need for hypothyroidism. And most definitely get my brain, nerve, and adrenal capsules to get them adrenals back online, and get my intercellular cleanse to open up them kidneys. Kidneys and adrenals and lymphatic system. I can't explain it enough. Digestion, absorption, utilization, and elimination. I mean, I can't say that enough, family. Remember, it's simplicity in healing, family. This is simple stuff that is you truly applied. See, it's about the practical application of Torah. It's about the practical application of the laws of Yahweh. It's about the practical application of healing yourself. We can know this stuff all day, but the moment that we don't put into practice, then I'm just sitting here like a bump on a log, just teaching y'all all this stuff for no reason. We have to start loving ourselves enough to start being practical and using these things. You see that? You see that? So whenever you're dealing with hypothyroidism, you need phosphates, carbonates, iodides, and bromides. These things is what's going to truly get that glandular highway together. But you talking about hyperthyroidism, so we're going to just focus on our thyroid and the parathyroid. The parathyroid is what utilizes the thyroid utilizes iodine. The parathyroid utilizes calcium. So that means you don't have enough calcium in you too, which is very, very bad, because you have osteomosis, all type of bad bones and holes in your bones, connective tissue problems, where you got weak connective tissue, metabolism all up and down. You can't stay a certain weight. You either getting too skinny or getting too big. See that? This is the glances. Remember, these glances are the computers. These are the 7 computers that how you express yourself through reality. So this is what you're gonna need for that. These are my phosphates. All right. These are my carbonates. These are my iodides. These are my bromides. These are very, very good for the thyroid. If you wanna go after the whole entire endocrine system, make sure you go get the endocrine system kit and work that way. Do not forget your kidneys. Do not forget your adrenals. You got to be on your kidneys and adrenals. Make sure that you're using those to get that stagnant lymphatic system broken up and moving. All right, big bro Malachi Maccabee in the building. It's my big bro, my beloved brother. Shalom, shalom. All right. Make sure you using it. All right. Make sure you doing that. And most definitely on an all fruit diet. Now, the thing with thyroids, I can keep it 100. When you're dealing with the thyroid, you can do vegetables. Don't cook them. Just lightly steam them. Lightly steam them. Do not cook it. Do not have that complex chemistry. The moment you put a fire to it, it's going to become a complex chemistry. Is the energy still going to be there? Of course. That's how Dr. Sebi was able to heal while still cooking his foods. But if you want that fast healing quickly, we've been quickly healing people, do not cook the food while you're on that detox. All right. All right, so this person said they got several health issues. I hope I can help you out, sister or brother. It says, I can't gain weight. If you can't gain weight, what is in control of your metabolism? What is in control of your metabolism, family? I'm going to give y'all 60 seconds to answer that. What's control of your metabolism? What controls your weight? What fluctuates? What controls your fats? What controls that? Your metabolism. Let's see if y'all be listening to the teachings. So right off bat, she say, I can't gain weight. Anybody know what that is? What are we going to be looking at? What's in control of your weight, your metabolism, and your connective tissues? What's in control of it, family? The pituitary, the adrenals. It ain't the adrenals. There you go, Tamika. There you go. Tamika Holmes, you got it right, sister. My beloved sister. Very intelligent sister. The thyroid. You got thyroid problems right off bat. Thyroid problems right off back if you can't gain weight. And this means that your thyroid is hyper, meaning that your metabolism is way too fast. It's moving too fast. So we got to slow it down. How do we slow it down? We're going to slow it down through iodine and through carbonates. Iodine and carbonates. Your carbonates is always your calcium. You see that? Your calcium is that's that lipid. That's what's going to go through and gonna calm everything down through utilization, because it's going to cool the body. It's going to let the body know, hey, come on. It's going to let the body know, come on, it's time to eat again. It's time to eat. That's what calcium do. Calcium in the pituitary gland set the timer on your stomach. That's what tell you you're hungry. So if you got a fast metabolism and then you ain't getting them neuron messages to the stomach, from the stomach, or what we call selenium, you're not getting selenium and melatonin and serotonin from the gut. Because remember, the gut is a brain. This is the 75% of your immunological system and of your neural brain activity is actually in your gut. You have 3 brains: your central nervous system, which is inside your cranium; your heart, which hold all types of memory. Yes, holds all types of memory and emotions. All emotions is energy and motion. Everything is energy. Everything is spirit. Everything was created from the invisible and brought through the visible through this biological clock that we call the glandular highway in the nervous system, right? Then you have your last but not least, you have your first brain, which is your stomach, So we see that this message is not getting, so what we saying is the serotonin is not reaching the brain and the melatonin quick enough to like, hey, you need to eat again. You need to eat again. What's slowing that down? Thyroid and pituitary gland. Now, the reason why this is so amazing is because the thyroid and the pituitary gland is brothers and sisters. See that? So the thyroid and parathyroid is twins, but the thyroid and the pituitary gland is brothers and sisters. So once we go after the thyroid, the pituitary gland will get itself together. You need to get that thyroid back up and running. You need to get calcium back in you, and you need to most definitely start getting you some iodides and bromines back in you, and then your utilization. And worried about that, you might not be absorbing too. So what I recommend you do is get my GI Super Mover. Get my GI Super Mover and my parasitic elimination, for you can go through and get rid of all these fluke worms and tapeworms that you got going on anyway. And then we're going to get that GI Super Mover to start moving them bowels. Once we start moving them bowels with that Cascara Grande and with that slippery inner bark, you start really moving them bowels. Now, once you eat something, you will get the nutrients, the proper nutrients that you need through absorption, and then your bloodstream can utilize it through utilization. Now you get the proper elimination and and now you get the proper phytonutrients and what? Electricity through the body. See, you have everybody want to talk about nutrition. You see all these white coats. That's what I call them, white coats. The doctors, the allopathic world. All they want to talk about is nutrients. The body, yes, the body need nutrients, but the body need electricity to survive. The body is electric. That's what the body needs. Electric. This is through what? Electrons, electrolytes, not proton. That is water, y'all, through water. Water is the most electrical conductivity element that's in existence. We have to hydrate the body, family. All of this is caused by the lack of hydration. The lack of hydration, which brings the lack of oxygen. The lack of oxygen brings agglomeration and corrosion. Corrosion of the body equals acidosis. Acidosis actually literally makes the body hard like a rock. Why you think you're having back problems? You thinking them your muscles, boy, them your kidneys. That's your spinal cord. You got neck problems. You think you got neck muscles, boy, that's your ganglion nerve. You got headaches. You think, no, that's your sinus and your central nervous system. These are electrical problems we have in here. That's what these are. These are electrical problems, family. All right, so we see that your thyroid is down. We need to get your thyroid up and running for you can start metabolizing more. Was this a male or female? It's the several health issues.
I think that was a male.
Okay, this is a male. We most definitely need to check your testosterone too, brother. All right, and then he also said that he can't raise his arms above his head. What is that? Why can't you raise your arm above your head? What is that pulling there? Huh? What is that pulling? This sounds like acidosis, calcified tissue, where you can't move your arm. You got a blockage in your meridians. See, your energy, your nervous system go out through they call meridians. They call melanin meridians. This is how these neurons shoot through your body at the speed of light and send messages. This is how you able to this is how I'm able to get up and walk instantly, because the message that I already got from my brain to my legs to get up. So whenever you got stuff like that, these are nerve blockages where you can't do this. That is extremely acidic, brother. Extremely acidic. You need to go through there and pull out all of them acids. That way you can start doing this. Pull out of them acids, acidosis, agglomeration. Remember that. These things cause calcification. When things calcify, things become stiff, things become steel. All right. So you most definitely, I mean, just right off back, I'm gonna say you need my amino acid therapeutic protocol. That's what you need, the amino acid therapeutic protocol. And we only 2 of them in. All right. Always tired. All right. Now, look again. He said he always tired. This is called neurological fatigue. What's in control of the nervous system? Huh? Anybody answer that. What is in control of the nervous system? The parasympathetic and the sympathetic nervous system. Huh? Come on, family. What glands is that? What gland is down on this body? What gland have went through hypoactivity? Not hyper, but hypoactivity. I bet you if you check his blood pressure, his top number is low. I bet you it's not 120. Huh? It's not the liver, it's not the brain. What controls the brain? It's a glands that sends messages, that creates these neuromelanin transmitters. What glands is that? That's in control of the autonomic nervous system, of the parasympathetic and sympathetic nervous system. Come on, family. I know y'all know this. It's not the pituitary gland. The pituitary gland deals with what? That's one of the master glands. It's not the thyroid. The thyroid deals with the metabolism. The thyroid deals with calcium, deals with iodine, deals with utilization of calcium and iodine. Oh, yeah, okay, Elder Rufus, it is the hypothalamus gland too. I'll give you that. But it's the hypothalamus gland, which is what? The limbic system, which is connected directly to the adrenal glands. So only person that was right there so far was Elder Rufus. Elder Rufus, you're right. The hypothalamus gland and your adrenals. The adrenals is what keeps you energetic. It keeps you energetic by the way of conversion of glucose and fructose. You have something inside your body that is called ADP, adenosine triphosphate. This is the conversion of glucose. This is the infusion of fructose. These things go inside the cellular wall, and then it gets converted into this triphosphate. And this is what gives each cell memory and energetics in your body. This is what makes you happy. This is how you moving around. You have monophosphates, you have diphosphates, and you have triphosphates, adenosine triphosphate. These are iron phosphates. These are your phosphorus family. These are your calcium families. These are all of your alkaline ash families. So what you need to do, you need my brain, nerve, and adrenal. Most definitely need the brain, nerve, and adrenal. But the brain, nerve, and adrenal comes a part of the amino acid therapeutic package. You need fruits. Fruits are the highest energetic foods on planet Earth, created by Yahweh himself. You need fruits. Get them fruits in you. Get them tannins in you, them flavonoids in you, the curcumins in you. Make sure you eating the skin and the seeds. Get all of that. Get all of that in you. Hydrate that body. Because the best way to bring electricity to the body is through what? Huh? Through your water. Through your hydration. You have something called H2O, which is regular water, but then you got what, Kawhi? H2O, what's the other one?
H3O.
And where H3O come from?
Fruit.
And your fruits, your alkaline fruits, your H3Os. Very, very, very energetic. You see that? That's what you need to actually get that body back up and rebooted and running. Now you're not tired no more. All right. I can't gain weight or raise my arm above my head. I'm always tired, irritable. I can't sleep. All right. Now, what deals with sleeping? Sleeping always deals with melatonin. So, melanin. Whenever you have problems or issue with sleeping, this is why you give your children melatonin. Well, your pineal gland produces this naturally, y'all. So we know that this person have a glandular problem. His thyroid gland is down because he can't gain weight. You see that? His thyroid gland is messed up again. He can't lift his arm above his head. That's connective tissue, which is parathyroid. He's always tired and irritable. That is his adrenal glands, which is another gland. You got the thyroid gland so far. We got the pituitary gland so far. And we got the adrenal gland so far. All right. He can't sleep. That's the pineal gland, which produces melatonin, a sleeping aid that puts you to sleep. These are all, look, y'all notice that we in 4 of his glands now, right? So far, we in 4 of his glands, y'all. So he have an endocrine problem, all right? Now check this out. This get deep. Let me show you how powerful the adrenal glands is. Can't sleep and difficulty swallowing. Now, let's talk about this. Okay, now, when you breathe, do you have to practice to breathe? Do you got to practice to breathe? Nope. You see that? When you digest, do you have to practice to digest? Don't your stomach just break down the food and then you go to the bathroom? All these things are ran by the parasympathetic and the sympathetic nervous system. When you swallow, that is a natural reflex. You don't have to practice swallowing. You do it all day. You swallow your spit even when you ain't thinking about it. That is a part of the autonomic nervous system. What controls the autonomic nervous system again, family? Ding, ding, y'all. Right. The adrenal glands. See that? Adrenal glands again. Whenever you got a problem swallowing, that is a direct effect on the failure of your adrenal glands. All right. Man, capsules by mouth. He can't even swallow capsules, he said. I literally feel drained. I have very little muscle mass. Connective tissue. Very little muscle mass. How do you build muscle? Connective tissue by the parathyroid. Calcium bicarbonate. See that? Brother, you have glandular problem. I bet you are super depressed, brother. I'm gonna make sure I pray for you, brother. In the name of Yahushua, man, I'm gonna pray for you, brother, for real. Because I know how depressed that must be for you to not be energetically in tune in your body. Do you realize you're supposed to be so healthy that you don't even realize you have a body? You're not even supposed to realize that this exists. That's how energetic and how healthy you're supposed to be. Only time you realize this exists if something's going wrong with it, right? Am I lying? Other than that, you're supposed to be out of body, having outer body experiences. You're supposed to be so high with energetics and in the spirit of Yahweh El Elyon that you don't even know you got a body. The only time we realize that we have body parts is when something hurts, something go wrong with it, which is what? The nervous system. That's controlled by what? The adrenal glands. The adrenal glands are controlled by what? The pituitary gland. Y'all see what's going on here? You are a holistic being. Everything inside of you is connected to each other. Everything. Everything. All right? So, yeah, I'm going to pray for you, brother. Me and Mali going to pray for you, man. I'm going to get your name, and me and Mali we're going to lift up the name of Yahweh Zebaoth and Yahweh Rofi Rofanu for you, man. Bring down his healing messengers, man, and get you together, and we're going to get you some herbs, brother. We're going to get you some herbs, man. I don't like none of my people feeling like this, man. It feels like you walking dead. I get it, man. All right. If any, I have and look, and I have lots of depression. I am trying to endure, and I pray to the Most High Yahweh for light at the end of the tunnel. I pray that you can help me get my health on track. If only just to be able to go outside. Man, I feel bad for this brother. Find out his name for real. Okay. We're gonna get him together. Outside and bask in the sun. I am 62, man. Look, check this out, Elder. I got you, man. I got you on behalf of Yaki Awaken LLC and I've Lotus Botanicals, bro. We got you. You ain't even got to pay them. We got you an elder. We got you. You know what I'm saying? I don't like when we feeling like this. You know what I'm saying? For real. We got you. We got enough of, and that's why I was gonna do a giveaway anyway. You get the giveaway. You get it. The giveaway go to you, brother. I am 62, and I would appreciate any suggestions you might offer. Yeah, brother, we got you, man. Find his name ASAP. We're gonna hook him up. We just use the donations and hook him up. So we got you, brother. We're gonna take care of you. All right, what else we got? Pregnancy and detoning. Detoxing. It says, I am pregnant, but I would like to detox and start my healing process. What products do you have that are safe for a pregnant woman? This is what I say while you pregnant, just eat all fruits. Don't take no herbs right now. Eat all fruits, especially when you're taking my herbs. My herbs are very, 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 very energetic. Have too many electrons in them, very alkaline, and will pull and tug on that body of yours. And you do not want that baby falling up out of you at all. And that's what them see. So the body gets rid of anything that it considers foreign when you healing. When your body is cooling down and you're going through the electron stage, the body just gonna start loosening. Anything that didn't come with it is gonna leave. Now I know that the baby is yours, but you weren't born with a baby in you. So the baby gonna recognize your body gonna recognize that baby as a foreign object, and then you gonna go. You don't want to have no type of miscarriages or nothing. So just eat all raw. Eat all raw while you pregnant. Once you drop that baby, if you're not breastfeeding, which I highly recommend, we can detox through breastfeeding. We can detox you and the baby, or what we can actually do is just get these energetics up in you. We'll figure out a way. But I don't recommend you taking anything but sea moss and bladderwrack, my adult all-purpose vitamins, stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? Anything that's a straight cleanse that's gonna heal you. No, you can rebuild. Get on an all-fruit diet. Get on my purple sea moss. Get on my seafood plus. Get on my bladderwrack. You can get on my stuff like that. But anything else, I don't recommend at all because you don't want to bring any harm to that baby. All right. All right. Genetic testing for breast cancer and ovarian cancer. All right. I have had a BRCA gene test. Is a good blood test that uses the DNA analysis to identify harmful changes, mutations, breast cancer, in breast cancer genes. I have tested positive for the gene mutation, and I am considering doing preventative measures suggested by my physician, which is a double mastectomy and a full hysterectomy. What do you suggest? I say, for real, excuse my language, but F that. F them doctors. Do not let them go in your body and take nothing out of your body because you have a cancer gene or because you have something in your body that suggests that your genes is going to turn on and that you're going to get cancer. No, it's called, see, your cells work through biology of belief. If you believe that you have that, then these gene cancers is going to turn on. And we have something called geographic genetics. If you put your body into the environment of an alkaline environment, the body will hydrate itself, and these genes, your DNA will rewrite its code. How you think we're healing so many HIV patients? How you think we healing so many full-blown AIDS patients? How you think we healing so many stage 4 cancer and breast cancer patients? How you think we healing fibroids, sickle cell anemia? What else? Herpes, gonorrhea, syphilis, rheumatoid arthritis, multiple sclerosis, MS. What else? So many cancer. Yeah, we didn't look everything. How you think that? Because we are truly putting the body back into the original habitat that it's supposed to be in. Geographic genetics. You see that? Gene and food consistency. The cosmic arrangement that Dr. Sebi teaches all of us about. Don't let them go in and start cutting and hacking off your breast and taking out your reproductive organs because they say you have a gene that's cancerous. Is it cancer here now? No, it's not. Then leave me the hell alone. Let me go alkaline my body and put my body into the right alkalization stage. That way, that's the preventive maintenance. Huh? Get alkaline now. Don't wait till it's too late. And genes only turn on by proteins. Let me say that again, family. Look this up. Genes only turn on by proteins. Stay away from the complex amino acids. Stay away from the complex proteins, and you will not see cancer. Keep the body in an alkaline state, and cancer will not set in. Cellular uncontrollable mitosis and apoptosis will not set in. But you bet not let them touch you, woman. You bet not. What else we got? All right. Kidney failure and dialysis. All right. It says I have kidney failure, dialysis, high blood pressure, diabetes, and this is what brings you to dialysis. This is what makes your kidneys fail, for real. And I have taken meat out of my diet, and I've lost 28 pounds. Okay, we got another one too about the same thing, so I'm gonna read these both together. I have two. Hold on, I have two kidneys that do not function. I cannot urinate. Ooh, I cannot urinate. That is, you already on dialysis? That's a very bad thing if you can't urinate, because that's your way of processing elimination. Oh yeah, we're gonna have a good one with this one. We gotta talk about this. My heart rate is at 110. Takes epogen shots. That's your problem right there. Every 2 weeks for blood reproduction. Have several blood transfusion. That's what the dialysis was for. Very weak, cloudy memory, high blood pressure, possible glaucoma, diabetes, blurry vision. That's the diabetes again. I can't see far. Bone disease, hard mass growing in my mouth, itchy, and unhealthy appetite. All right, so this is a chronic stage. This is very, 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 very chronic. Now we have to realize how important the kidneys is. So the kidneys is the eliminating organs of the body, your kidneys and your skin. This is a she? A he. That's another brother. Man, brother. He can't urinate. Now, when you can't urinate, that's very bad, because that means you're so backed up and so swelling. You have so much agglomeration, and you have so much inflammation inside of your body through the urethra that you can't even pee out. So the only way you can get these toxins out of your body is through peeing. You see what I'm saying? And this means your blood is not filtering at all. So I'm pretty sure you're on dialysis. What you need to do for real, you need to start an all fruit diet. All fruit diet. Make sure you don't be drinking too much water, because what's going to happen is that edema is going to set in, and all that water and fluid is going to go to your legs. So you need all fruits. Fruit. We need to ease you in instead of going too hard, because we don't want to get all that pressure in your kidneys or a bust if we give you too much herbs, because you're going through so much. You need to start off on hydrangea root, and do teas. Do teas and take them teas, drink them all throughout today, and really, really eat your fruits. Once we get you back urinating, then we can start the cleansing process. Now, if you already, this for anybody that's on dialysis, if you on dialysis and you're still urinating, if it was me, I would stop dialysis ASAP and just get my kidneys filtering, because now we have to think about what dialysis is. It don't filter the problem. Dialysis filter the blood. We need the lymphatic system to be filtered. We need the lymphatic system to be cleansed, because that's the reason why the kidneys are down in the first place. You see what I'm saying? So even when you get into the ideology of dialysis, it's still ass backwards. So man, we're gonna talk to him too. Yeah, I'm gonna try him. Make sure we talk to him. Call him back. Call back ASAP. Boy, my people are going through it out here, man. I hate it. My people going through it like this. So yeah, you need to most definitely be on an all berry diet. Berries, raw fruits, particularly berries. Most of the berries, if you get you some grapes, it's going to strands, and some hydrangea root to help break up all that agglomeration in them kidneys, so you can start urinating again. Once you start urinating again, then we can get you off them dialysis, and we can fix your blood pressure and everything else. But I mean, first thing first with you, brother, I'm not going to talk about nothing else. We need to get you urinating again. That is very, very, very dangerous. I mean, that's some of the most dangerous stuff ever. And may Yahweh Rofeka be with you, brother. The healing be with you, man, for real. And I'm gonna call you too. I already wrote you down. Call this brother ASAP. So I'm gonna call you, and we're gonna get you some hydrangea root to you. You need to be on fruits ASAP. Most definitely get on berries and grapes. Berries and grapes. And get on them hard, for you can start opening them kidneys up and getting that urine back going. And we need that thyroid back up, for that thyroid can heat up that body, for you can. Right now, since you can't urinate, you can't pee, these toxins need to go somewhere else. So we need you in a sauna. You need to get your butt in a sauna right now, and you need to be sweating for at least an hour a day. That way these toxins, this toxicity, and these acids can leave through your skin, because your skin is your third kidney. So if you can't get all of these acidosis and all these toxins out through your urethra, through your urine, through the kidneys, then we need to use your third kidney, which is your biggest elimination organ anyway, which is your skin, and you need to start sweating. So we need to pay attention to that thyroid too. You need to be sweating. Most definitely go for walks, put you on a hot suit, and sweat, brother. Sweat. And we need to get you some hydrangea root, so we can break up that agglomeration that's in them kidneys. Once you start urinating, I'm gonna talk to you. We're gonna call you tomorrow. Once you start urinating, then we can get you off dialysis, and we'll worry about the blood pressure, and we can heal you all the way up. But first thing first, I need you to do that. You bet not have nothing in your mouth that's not a fruit, brother. If you have anything in your mouth other than a fruit, you don't love yourself. And I'm gonna keep it 100 with you. I'm gonna keep it 100 with you. All right. Last question. I'm gonna answer a few questions for y'all, and I'm gonna get up out of here. We got skin breakouts. I'm currently healing from HSV using your amino acid therapeutic package. After 2 weeks on the protocol, my lips were swollen and I've broken out in hives everywhere. All right, now you're healing, right? You're taking all these amino acid herbs. These herbs got all of these electrons in it. These herbs are pulling. They are very astringent. They pulling on the body and rebuilding the body. Now, the thing that I like about your body got its own way of detoxing. Some people detox out through their urine. Some people detox out through their anus. A lot of people detox out through their skin. Their skin be the major detoxification path. So if you start breaking out on your skin, this is a good thing. Hallelujah. Because that means the toxins are coming out. All right, they coming out. Now, you might be looking ugly for a while, but if you stay hard, that don't mean slow down. Go harder. Keep pressing. Keep pushing. Keep pushing. Keep sweating. Make sure your thyroid is good. Check your basal temperature up under your thyroids. Make sure it's at a 97 if you can bring it up. Because what we try to do, I try to put you in a fever-like symptoms anyway to raise that body up for you can sweat to get the proper utilization and the proper circulation anyway to bring oxygen back through the body for healing. So look, we need you sweating anyway. So start sweating. Once you start sweating real good and you start urinating and you start really, really breaking up the lymphatic system more, you will see that your skin will start regenerating itself and it'll be better than what it was before you got on a detox. So if you get on a detox and you're having outbreaks and you're having hives and your lips are swelling and all these other things, these are the toxins and the parasites trying to leave the skin, because remember, your skin is an elimination organ. Not only it is an elimination organ, it's the biggest elimination organ on your body. Okay, so that's a good thing. That's a good thing. That's it for these questions. All right, I'm not finna go back up through this whole board because there's a lot of comments on here. I will answer 5 questions, family. 5 questions. Whoever answer them first. It says I can't afford amino acid therapeutic package. What else can I order from the website to heal from herpes, Yaki? The heal from herpes is the amino acid therapeutic package. I got to get inside your DNA. Herpes is dealing with a hemorrhoid and dealing with a glycoprotein inside the mucosa membrane that enters inside of the cellulose of your cells and live inside of the cells. It binds with your DNA. The only way you can heal yourself from that is through the amino acid therapeutic package. If you can't afford the packages, get the protocols. The protocols are cheaper than the packages. There's no difference between them. It's just if you want to buy in bulk, you can buy them in bulk. Or if you want to buy a protocol and heal as you go and heal as you pay, you can do that. But that's really the only thing I can do for you, sister. For real. And that's the reason why we got packages that's a little expensive, but we got protocols that's least expensive. But whenever you're dealing with any type of virus, and all the virus is a protein. That's why you have to stay away from the protein. Whenever you're dealing with any viruses with a parasitic, it's amino acids, because I have to rewrite the DNA code in your body. That's what the herbs do. They penetrate the cells and they rewrite the code. That's what they do. All right. How longer will take it before P Mills? I need you to say that again. How longer will it take before I can get a consultation if I go on the website tonight? You got a few people in you before you, and I only do consultations on Mondays and Wednesdays. No other day. We literally have hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of packages we have to get out. And I have a lot of research and studying I'm doing. We're working on a documentary right now and everything else. So only thing I'm doing is I do consultations on Mondays and Wednesdays. Sign up for it on the website, go into consultations. Once you sign up for it, we send you the tag for you to pay for it. Ruby will reach out to you and set the time and date, and then we get it in that way. All right, Susie. Dang, they were moving so fast. My bad, Susie. I send you up, and okay, there you go, Susie Q. Blessings to you, brother. After healing HSV2, how do I get rid of the eggs? Good question. So what we do is, once you keep healing from it and you test negative, don't stop the healing. What I would do for real, I'll go get back on the parasite cleanse, another parasite cleanse, and stay on the raw fruits for at least another 20 days just to kill them other eggs. We have too many people that I've been healing from it, and then they don't get rid of the eggs, and then they start eating bad immediately again. When I tell them, don't. Once you heal, I understand it's a celebration. It's all good, but don't break out no bottle of Hennessy and break out no chicken wings. You know what I'm saying? Because them eggs still have to leave the body. Because remember, it's trillions of eggs. They hatch 4,000 eggs a day. So once I kill them and get them up out of the lymphatic system, they still be inside, they give birth and they still be inside the mucous membrane throughout the skin. So even though they are dead and they're not expressing themselves, the moment that you give them any type of glycoprotein, boom, the eggs hatch, now they're eating and they back. We have to cleanse and astringe the whole entire body first. So the best thing to do once you do test that negative, make sure you get some parasite elimination and stay on the fruits for extra 20 days. Then if you test negative twice, you good. And that's what we've been doing lately. And look, y'all, herpes is one of the easy things to heal. We done healed so many cases of herpes. It's crazy, ain't it?
Yeah.
One of
the main things we work with.
That's one of the main things we heal. We HPV and HSV. Warts and herpes, we be knocking them out of the park. But y'all gotta listen to us. I understand your lower nature desires and you want food and all of that. But we have to rise above that. All right. It's Caffeine back. Mike Israel. What up, Mike Ayel? My brother, my beloved brother. Shalom, shalom. Is caffeine bad? Yes, caffeine is very bad because caffeine is a stimulant. Caffeine is a stimulant, which means that it suppresses the adrenal glands. And the adrenal glands is one of the most important things to the body. If you need energy, our fruits and cleanse your adrenal glands, that way your nervous system can get the electricity that it needs. All right. I got one more question. One more. What can we do for autism? I already answered that question in the beginning of the video, sister Deanna. I already answered that question in the beginning. Go back and look and rewatch it. That way you can catch that. And I'm gonna answer somebody else. What can I order for parasites? This is my last question. For parasites, would be my parasite elimination. Very, very good. It's the kit now, or with the parasite bundle. Get the parasite bundle. Be on that for at least a month or two, and man, you'll be good. That'll kill every parasite in your body. It really will. The parasite elimination bundle. Make sure you get the brain, nerve, and adrenal and the intercellular cleanse with it, though. I always recommend those together. Always. All right. With that being said, family, if I couldn't answer your questions, please forgive your brother. I'm very busy and I'm out here trying to heal y'all brothers and sisters, so I got to get back to it. But look, log on my website. My website is in this little thing that's scrolling at the bottom. Log into my website. Wait for your approval. As soon as you get your approval, ask me any question you want. If I'm not able to get back to you immediately by next Tuesday or Wednesday, depending on if Yahweh have different plans for me. But I am going live at least once a week. I will answer your question. Okay. So if you didn't get your question answered right here, answer it in my website. Or shoot me an inbox or something like that. Hopefully, and I'll get to it. I'll be able to get to it if it's through the website. Once you go to the website, once you sign up, look at in the bottom left corner of the website. It's a chat. This chat is just between me and you. Everything is confidential. I will never mention your name. But I will ask your question on the World Wide Web and I will answer it for you. All right, shalom, shalom, family. I love y'all indeed in the truth. Look, love yourself and love your children. Quit letting these doctors lie to you and tell you how to heal your body. Okay? Love y'all. Shalom, shalom. Peace.